What is up, all you nerds out there in Sweat Ladesh, and thank you for tuning in to episode 69, the Fan Wars podcast. You guys all know the drill. We are just some regular old movie fans who love talking sweaty nerd content, and we hope you all enjoy listening to that sort of thing. I'm your host, Josh, and with me today, on my right, is the Senior Vice President of Drip, Cody, aka Bodie Williams. Bodie, what's up?
That feels like a demotion, honestly, Vice President from all the other things that I've been.
Sorry, yeah.
What's up? Big shout to my sponsors, Ghost Riders.
All right.
And also TexasWireWheels.com.
Next, we got the Dark Lord of the Sith himself, David Odago. David, what's happening?
What's up? Good to be here.
And we got a special returning guest. I don't think you've been on a pod since January, maybe. Right to my left, Mr. Isaiah Bohead Knox. Bohead, what's good?
Doing good. Just want to give a shout out to a special website, bignaturaltoes.net. Always vibes when you go on that website. Use code TOES.
I was about to say 3 months free if you use code Bodie.
All right. And last but certainly not least, we got the sleeping grizzly bear himself, Mr. Hunter Holmes. Hunter, what's happening?
What's up? Shout out to the city of Houston for the boil water notice when I got back from Thanksgiving.
Yeah, what, like midnight last night, right?
Boy, yep. Funky. So we got a ton of stuff to cover today on this special 69 episode. We got to talk all of Andor, because Andor came out. Black Panther 2 came out, so we're going to talk about that. And then in the last half of the show, we are going to play the second round of nerd joke swaps. I know you all our listeners really enjoyed the first round of this. This time, everyone on the panel will be participating in this, so should be a lot of fun, and this will probably be the last pod because we're all going to get canceled after that. So
fitting it in 69.
Yeah, exactly.
42 anyway. So.
Round 3. Okay, yeah. Let's jump into Black Panther real quick. Black Panther Wakanda Forever came out last weekend before Thanksgiving, and I think most of us saw it. So let's jump right into it. The Black Panther Wakanda Forever. David, Bohead, I know you guys are massive fans of Black Panther, especially this one, so go ahead.
Go ahead. So honestly, the first 5 minutes of that movie felt like a funeral service.
Dog, it was. I mean, the first 30 seconds, I was like, don't do this to me.
I was just scared of how they were going to kill him off. Like, you knew it had to happen. It had to happen quick. The part that sucked is it was so damn realistic to what happened.
Yeah.
He was sick beyond anyone's knowledge.
Yeah.
And even finding out later that Ryan Coogler tried to have Chadwick read his first draft of the movie. Chadwick was too sick and tired to even read the script at the time.
That's tough.
So yeah, it was pretty gut wrenching just to see the beginning of that movie, but clearly it took off from there. It was everything that I really was looking for there, and it was nice seeing Killmonger come back into the movie as well.
Did I not call that? Ask you guys if Killmonger was going to be in the movie?
Yeah. You asked if we thought he was coming back. Yeah.
No, yeah, I thought it was really good too. The Chadwick Boseman stuff, man. Honestly, yeah, it's a shame that he. Oh man, yeah, no, it was so sad, but I think they did a really good job, as good as you could do with that. It was so emotional. Angela Bassett was so good in this movie. But David, yeah, why don't you go ahead?
Man, I don't even know where to start. It was so good. I mean, just like Isaiah said, even in the beginning where the intro is starting and it's all purple and it's all going through Chadwick stuff and it's just completely silent.
Yeah,
I don't know how it was in your theater, but you could hear a pin drop. I think I heard people tearing up just from that. I could hear people kind of starting to cry already from that. And then man, just the way that the director brought in
like Latino culture and especially indigenous culture was just so good because growing up with like Mexican like cinema and like telenovelas and stuff, those motherfuckers over there don't put anybody brown in anything. Like all those actors are from like, bro, those like I remember when I found out that a lot of those actors are from like France, I was like, what? You know? So for him to like do this in the United States, like it means so much to all of Latin America. You know, obviously to Mexico and like to Latin Americans here, but the way that he kind of like shared that moment with Latinos, like that director is amazing for that. And Namor was so badass. He was. I didn't know what I was gonna think of Namor, but man, he's gotta be. I guess he's not really a villain, but he's got to be one of my favorite like antagonists of any like standalone MCU movie for sure after this. And I know it's kind of choppy because like Universal still owns the rights to him, but I think they can't give him a solo. But I really hope they keep using that character because all those actors were like awesome. Him, like the actress that played Namora, like she had to learn. Not only did she have to learn English, but then she learned like the native Mayan language as well. And then she learned how to hold her breath for like 7 minutes under. So like it's just insane. Yeah, I could keep going on about this movie. It was so good the way that he brought in both cultures and everything about it was just so good.
Dog, Neymar's gotta have the hardest like origin of his name, like in any of the MCU, dog.
Oh yeah,
like that scene was so good. When they were talking,
can we talk about the fact that that's like he goes up there, right, and he's like he starts killing them because he's like, yo, like you just enslaved my people, and that Spanish priest is like, eres el hijo del diablo, and I'm like, they're slaves, they're literally slaves, and you're telling him he's like the kid of the devil when you're like you're okay with the slave part, but then as soon as some dude with
I mean, he did start flying, yeah. So I mean, he did start flying out of the ocean. Yeah. So it's like, okay, well, yeah.
But homeboy was just cool with the disease and the genocide. But you know, as soon as little boy comes out of the ocean, that's the trouble.
Yeah, I like how I feel like the first Black Panther and this one have both brought up like sort of difficult conversations. That like that I feel like normally wouldn't happen maybe out like in other movies in the MCU, and it's like, yeah, Wakanda did kind of like in the first one they brought up, yeah, like Wakanda did kind of sit by and let like slavery and colonization and stuff happen when they clearly could have stepped in and intervened and stuff like that. And also like in this one it's like, hey, you know, maybe like the two minority like civilizations shouldn't be fighting each other, you know, in this one. Yeah. So I like that they brought that up with both of them. I feel like we have to talk about. Okay, let's talk about. Okay, wait, who's gonna say something?
I think somebody got a text.
Oh, okay. I thought one of you said something. I was gonna say,
sent a text, Bohead. Yeah, so I'll just mute his shit.
Damn, snitch.
I feel like we got to talk about the future like of Black Panther now, because Shuri now is like the Black Panther for right now, but obviously
I think Hunter's going to talk about the future here in a little bit actually of that franchise. So
oh god,
Josh is too.
Terrific.
Can't wait.
I was gonna say Shuri's the Black Panther right now, but obviously with the end credit scene in Wakanda Forever, T'Challa has a son with Nakia, Lupita Nyong'o's character, who's also Haitian, by the way. The son is Haitian. So
is she Haitian?
Damn
it. What? No.
I don't think so. Pretty sure she's Wakandan. But
we need to talk off air about something, Josh.
Oh. I was gonna say, do y'all think like he's eventually gonna take over as Black Panther, or is like Shuri gonna stay? Like, how do y'all think they're gonna work that?
Well, I think M'Baku's about to take over.
Well, he can be king, but not Black Panther.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be king. I think she'll be Black Panther for a while, and then I think when we get close to like the Kang Dynasty, they'll like put him in some kind of like time pocket or whatever, and he'll be like a grown man and be Black Panther or something.
You talking about the kid?
Yeah, the kid.
Okay, gotcha. That makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. No, I do think M'Baku's gonna end up being the king. But as far as the Black Panther goes, I think Shuri's gonna be that for the foreseeable future. Yeah, man, and Angela Bassett was so good in this movie. Like I feel like the Namor parts of the movie were gonna be good, but like taking into account Chadwick's death, like in real life, I feel like it had so much more impact on the movie. Like, yeah, it's really unfortunate that he passed away, but the movie was fantastic. Like they really hit the emotional beats of it for that. So, but I really liked it. I don't have anything else to say really, unless you guys want to say something else.
I think the last thing I'll just say on it is like being on Latino TikTok, the way that this movie brought up like so many conversations that the Latino community doesn't like to have. I think it was like really good because nobody likes to admit to colorism and all those kind of things, especially in Latin America. I saw this thing where a bunch of newscasters were all like, the newscasters in Mexico were like, oh, he's, the brown doesn't like represent us, like blah blah blah, and like everybody on the stage was white as shit. And I'm like, do you not see the irony in the stuff that you're saying, bro? But
I also saw like no. I also saw on Twitter people were upset that like he didn't speak Spanish, and I was like, dog, that's like literally the point. Like he's like not calling. Like you realize, like Spain was colonized, like Spain colonized these motherfuckers. Like that was the literal point of it. So, yeah, it did bring up like a lot of difficult conversations and stuff. So, I think that's another good part of it. But yeah, Bo, you got anything else to add about it?
No, I feel like we're gonna get more into that movie in about 15 minutes.
Oh, great.
I will say, just again, though, somebody who didn't see the movie, obviously.
Well, great.
But like I mentioned last time, like for me, it's going to be hard to watch it without Chadwick. And like,
Yeah.
I don't mean, y'all are saying it's good. So I'm sure they found a way to make it work. But also, I hate going into a movie knowing I'm going to be sad. So, like,
dude, the first the first like 5 minutes are gonna you up. Like,
I don't want to do that. So
yeah, it's so sad. But yeah, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman. Black Panther Wakanda Forever though was great. Definitely, I think the best Phase 4 movie so far. I don't know how about you guys. I've not been a fan of like any of the Phase 4 movies besides like Shang-Chi. That's about it. And I think this was
definitely
better than
the best Phase 4 for sure.
Yeah. So, all right, let's move on to Andor. So Andor, the final episode of the first season came out this past week. And yeah, so 12 episode run of Andor. There will be a season 2, season 3, I think at least as well. Yeah, let's jump into it. How'd you guys like Andor, the finale? Let's start with the finale.
I was gonna say, okay, yeah. So oh man, the Marva speech, the Marva monologue.
Dog, so good.
Maybe I think the best monologue in Star Wars, maybe just in general, one of the best scenes we've had in Star Wars.
It was so good.
It encompasses like what the entire thing is supposed to be about. They did it, like I said, a lot of this show was, they made it like they could build anxiety to something that you knew was going to happen anyway. So like you shouldn't, you know what I mean? That shouldn't work, but it did. And like Marva dying, like they built up to make you really sad when it happened. And like when she gave that monologue, like it made you really, and it shouldn't have done that because you knew she was going to die. I mean, like, it was, clear, but that was unreal. I'm so bad with the names in this show. But the weirdo who lives with his mom and,
Cyril.
Yeah, and him saving the hot blonde chick at the end. No, I'm just kidding. Just the blonde chick from the Empire. I don't know. That was weird. I didn't realize this was supposed to be multiple seasons. I thought this was just going to be one season. So like we got done with that episode, and I was like, "What the f-? Like?" There's like 50 storylines I didn't finish out at all. Like,
yeah.
This didn't lead into Rogue One at all. So I am glad. I don't want them to overdo it. I mean, I know I don't think they've done that with anything really so far. But like you already said, season 3, and I'm like, okay, well, how long can you drag this out? Because just
hey,
like
we haven't even met K2SO yet.
I know. Yeah, that's true. God, that's disappointing. I wish we had him in the first season. But no, just to wrap up what I thought about that last episode, it was, like I said, there were no shockers or anything really. The stuff with Krieger, Anto Krieger, and all that kind of stuff. I thought that was a great storyline. I kind of wish we got to see a little more of that. Yeah. But I mean, just phenomenally done for a season finale.
The Marva speech, I think I sent this to y'all off air, but that is exactly the kind of speech I wanted from Finn in The Rise of Skywalker. Like, I thought the way the first 2 movies had played out, that his arc was to finally like embrace like the rebellion and fighting for what you love, and and then turn some other stormtroopers to the good, and like a similar speech, and didn't get that obviously, so I'm glad we got that from Marva. It was funny because while I was watching, I was like, how long is the Empire gonna let this go?
Dude, I swear to God, that's my first thought. I was like, okay, there's no way they wouldn't have cut this off. And I was like, they'd have been like, nope.
She's like in the Empire, and they're like,
honestly, I thought as soon as I saw a giant hologram Marva, they'd have been like, okay, y'all go home.
That's exactly well for us. That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, how long is the Empire gonna let her slander them like in front of her right there?
I thought that too.
The episode was great.
Oh, real quick, also about that episode. God, just highlights so much how like grimy this show is. The stuff with Mon Mothma and her daughter, and I mean, oh my God, like I can't believe that they're doing that in the Disney show. It's so freaking dark and gross, but I mean, political. You know. What's
funny is the daughter looked like she was low key into it.
Oh, she's into it for sure. Remember, she was doing a little the ceremony thing with her friends. Like, no, she's into it.
Mon Mothma was like about to break down crying because she's having to do this, and the daughter's like digging in the back. But but yeah, what about the rest of you guys? What y'all think about the Andor finale?
I liked it a lot, actually. Like the speech that she gave, because what was she saying? She was like, I think the best part of the speech was when she said that it's all like unnatural, like not having freedom is unnatural, you know, and for the Empire to have control and authority over these people, it feels wrong because it's unnatural, and that's why they have to have a constant kind of hand on, you know, they have to have an iron fist. And they have to, it has to be constant all the time. And I'm like, that's like the perfect analogy to like a dictatorship, you know? Yeah. So her speech was so good. And I know we're not talking about the show as a whole, but the way that
you can talk about the show as a whole. Yeah.
But yeah, like, I mean, I said this in past episodes, but the way that this show is making it where like, you're like, okay, I see why people are rebelling. And it's showing how bad the iron fist of the Empire was and how it affected everybody's daily life. Yeah. And how, you know, like this is only 5 years in, you know, so these people, it's interesting because like with Luke, right, he basically grew up with the Empire. So like in the beginning of the movie, Luke is like, oh, I'm going to be a pilot for the Empire.
Yeah, he's about to go. He's trying to go to the Imperial Academy.
That's what he grew up with compared to these people. These are like grown ass people who grew up in a free world. Like they grew up under the Republic. Like they were teenagers, basically, almost like in their 20s when the Empire took over. So they know what freedom is, you know? So to see that perspective of these people that remember what freedom is like it's so good, you know? And then everything that happened with the prisons and man, that whole prison arc was so good.
Yeah,
like
really was.
you could forget, like for a moment, you would forget like you're watching a Star Wars show, like, yeah, and it's kind of like you said, Josh, where it's like after watching a show like this, other than like Mandalorian, it's going to be hard to watch anything else because it's like you just
They
showed
can't
us
trot out
that,
Book of Boba Fett again. Not after this.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you just showed us that you can give us like one of the best shows I've seen in a while. Like even it, like not the best Star Wars show, just like the best show in general. Like one of the best shows in general I've seen in a minute. So I'm like, you can't give us that. Yeah, you can't give us any bull anymore.
No, yeah.
Also, just back to your first point before these other geeks go. I thought it was awesome how they made the not so subtle, at the end of the day, all you are is a brick in the wall, like they just make you another brick in the wall. And I thought like for this show, that was such a perfect, because that's like the old school, like, Pink Floyd, Fight the Machine. Like, I'm not going to be another one, like a part of the machine or whatever. And I thought that was pretty cool how they did that in the show.
Reference?
Yeah, Pink Floyd. Shout out Pink Floyd. Also friends of the show.
Friends of the show, Pink Floyd.
But no, I think that, like you were saying, I think that was kind of the overall point of the whole show to begin with. But it's like that's what everyone's trying to get away from, is to end up another brick in that wall,
Yeah. It was good to see. We've kind of seen that Cassian is all in now, like on the rebellion and fighting for this cause. Like, because I think it was towards the end of Marva's speech, and she was like, if you're like watching this, then like I'm dead now, but I'd do it all over again, something like that. Like I'd fight them all over again. And you could see that like in Cassian's eyes, like when he confronted Luthen at the inn on his ship, and he's like, "Go ahead, shoot me or take me in." Like he's like, either kill me or I'm in this now. And he's like, "All right, let's do it." So I think that's Marva's speech got out to a lot of people, and those, like it's like a spark of the rebellion, like kind of like I feel like we're gonna see the rebellion be a little bit more organized and official now after that. But does anybody else have anything like on the finale or the series as a whole?
I'm good.
I mean, for me, just the show overall, once again, like you guys were saying, it's going to be hard to go back to other shows except for Mandalorian, but it's just not the same thing. It's completely.
Yeah, it's a different type of show.
Yeah, it's just not the same. But I hope it is disappointing for me that I've seen that viewership is not as high as we would hope.
It's a shame, dog, because this is the best show they've done.
And like part of me is upset just that people aren't seeing this show because it's so good, but a larger part of me is upset that we might not get more shows like this because people don't go watch it. And it's I don't know. I know we have the same conversation every week about the kind of things that we like or we want out of Star Wars, and it's like we finally got it, and we're not the only people that say that. Finally got it, and now people still aren't watching it, and that sucks. But
I feel like it's a little bit of the younger generation that's not really into it. Because I follow this one guy. I'm like mutuals on Twitter with this one guy. He's a big YouTuber, and he's got like, I don't know, the tens of thousands of followers.
Okay, Mr.
No,
yeah, right.
I don't have that. He does. But
it's me, guys.
He's like a big prequels guy, and like, he hates the sequels, and like he hates it's whatever. But like, I feel like he represents like a lot of the younger generation of Star Wars fans, and he's not really into Andor that much and doesn't think it's that good and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't get it. And I know that's how like a lot of his following feels. So like
to me, it's like the same thing we talked about with DC, like I said, at least about DC, it's like, okay, you spent all these years hammering home Batman and Superman, and so now like people don't care to go see other if those two guys aren't in it. Like Star Wars is the same way. Everybody in the world knows who Luke Skywalker is. Everybody in the world knows who Yoda is. I go ask any of my family members or even my roommate, do you know who Cassian Andor is? But no, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's wrong of them to make the show, but I can understand how it happens. It's like, people got so mad that Luke Skywalker showed up in some people got so mad that he showed up in Mandalorian. And it's like, but you don't see why? Because if you don't put these people in the shows, you don't watch. So
yeah, it's true. Yeah. So I think that's part of the deal, but hopefully it'll get better. Hopefully, like after seeing like a successful first season and like the critical acclaim, because this show's gonna be the highest like critically acclaimed out of the Star Wars shows for sure. I feel like so. Hopefully Disney sees that and is like, okay, yeah, we're gonna keep it going.
And that's that's one thing I don't understand is everything I see. I have not seen anybody say anything negative about the show. I mean, I've literally seen zero negative tweets about the show. Like I even hear people say, I see people complaining the show is too slow. I didn't see anybody complain about it. Like,
no, I haven't seen many people. Like I said, that guy is like one of the few that I've seen, and he didn't even really say anything bad about it. He just said like it's like mid, basically.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm saying. We got it. Is Hunter super zoomed into y'all too, or is that just me? I only see the top half of his face.
Oh no.
That's the thing. The Marvel, DC, Star Wars, all those properties have to get over. Like, you've either got to lean in and just keep putting the same characters that people go watch, or stop conditioning people to expect Batman to show up.
Yeah, that last one's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, if that's all we got for Andor, let's move into some joke swaps. All right. Yeah. So now we're gonna do our. I guess we'll just make this like an annual thing. Did we do this like last year? Was this last year? I don't know.
The start of
New Year's
of this
New
year.
Year's. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so maybe we'll make this an annual thing or just on special episodes. But yeah, so we're doing joke swaps. So the way this works, we each have sent each other jokes that are nerd related, and the other person has to read them. So we've each written jokes for all of us to read. So let me reiterate that when we are saying a joke, we have not written this. Yeah. The person saying the joke did not write it. So.
Sometimes they did, maybe. You don't know. Crowd,
all right.
audience, listener.
Yeah, so
Hunter wrote all of his.
Yeah, so we need to try and guess who after the joke has been read, we need to try and guess who we think wrote that joke. All right. All right. Yeah. Let's get it started. Who wants to go first? Who wants to read a joke first?
I'll start it off the bat.
All right. Go ahead.
All right, go ahead.
Do I have to pick from a certain person or just read one of them?
No, the point is to randomly do it unless somebody specified you need to read it back to back. Like,
all right.
Everybody else did.
All right, we get back on the camera. Though.
Yeah, we get back on the camera, Hunter.
Well, how am I supposed to read it? How am I supposed to read it? Because I'm on the phone.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
You know, they make big phones with full keyboards that are called laptops.
Here. Can you still see me right now?
Yeah, you just look like a dumbass.
Frozen. yeah.
Oh, it's frozen.
All right, just go blank screen.
No,
just go blank
go
screen.
ahead.
This is great.
No one's gonna miss it.
Yeah, great. This is great radio. Well, I guess y'all can see us.
Okay. I recently saw the new Black Panther. I think I speak for everyone when I say I hope it's the last of these movies. I don't want to be stuck in a Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. That's tough. Wakanda. Damn. Who do we think wrote that?
David.
No, that one wasn't me.
I think Bo wrote that.
I think Bodie wrote that.
Bodie's the Wakanda.
I don't know.
bandit.
Maybe. I'm not saying yes. I don't know. Maybe. I thought the point was anonymous.
That was good.
Whoever wrote it's funny. That's really funny.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Here, I'll go next.
All right.
I need with Andor. I go. Okay.
Yeah.
With Andor wrapping up, I want to reiterate how important representation is in film. To see a Latino as a hero in Star Wars means everything to me. It was especially nice to see my people represented accurately. Lifetime criminals who go to jail only to get out and keep committing crimes.
Bohead wrote that. Bohead wrote that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with that.
Bodie, you son of a.
David, how could you say that?
Oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh my god. Well done, sir. Well done. We got 2 Bodie jokes right off the bat.
No, we don't know that. Nobody knows that.
Yeah, well, we don't know that. I'll go next. All right. I'll go next. Yeah. All right. Let me read this. In She-Hulk, it's frustrating the only action she got was from a blind man feminist. Deserve more respect. Catcalls can be traumatic, and I personally hope Disney sheds more light and promotes feminism more. Me too.
That's definitely Bohead.
No.
Me too.
Why do y'all keep thinking all of these are me?
Because they're all
Only
horrible.
action she got was from a blind man feminist.
I think Camel Boy said that one.
Y'all want to know who wrote that? That,
We
That
ain't
was
getting that 70.
that was Hunter. Now, why is Hunter
Well,
yellow now? What the fuck? Oh, okay, there he goes.
Oh, there he goes.
Oh,
There he
come on.
goes.
He looked
just
like the
did so much
Simpsons
joke now.
character for a
All
second.
right, I'll go. Black Panther was so unrealistic because Shuri would never go in the water due to her fear of drowning from not being able to swim. So
Bodie,
very
what
specific
the
there.
bro?
That's Hunter.
You think I would dare put that?
That's the second time we've done this that I've had to make a joke about black people not being able to swim.
You're starting to believe
It's
it.
too
aren't you?
easy. Oh my god. Bo wrote that.
No, I didn't.
Oh man. Oh, buddy, I guess we'll never know. David wrote that for sure.
That one wasn't me.
Hunter, you wrote that?
I told y'all Hunter wrote that.
That's pretty good.
I will say
That's
black
pretty
people can't swim is the gift that keeps on giving to this podcast.
For this podcast. Oh man. I guess who's next? Bo, you got
I am. Angela Bassett looks so good in Black Panther Wakanda Forever that during the standing ovation I yelled Angela Bassett, more like Angela Bussett. Bark, bark, woof, woof.
It's not me. Don't say me. I know you're
That's Josh.
No, that was
That's Josh 1000%.
Angela Bussin.
Bark, bark, woof, woof.
Bark, bark, woof. Yeah, that was mine. Sorry. I mean, you're not wrong. She looked great, but I don't know
Yeah.
about all the barking and woofing.
Yeah,
And the growl.
The growl was excessive.
Yeah, actually, I didn't write growl. He just did. I didn't write that part. All right.
I didn't write half of that joke. What the fuck?
Is it back to me?
Beautiful in my
I
joke.
think it's back.
Yeah, go ahead, honey.
All right. Oh God. I love the final fight scene in Wakanda Forever. It reminded me of the good old days when minority race wars during lunch.
I almost made the same joke about Hayes High School, but I didn't go there, so I left it out.
Okay, there's only 2 people that could have read that.
That one wasn't me.
Oh, did we finally get a bowhead joke?
I don't know.
That was well done. Oh, weird memory you got there, Hunter.
Yeah,
It happens.
what the hell?
Good old
All right, I'll
days.
say one.
Go ahead.
All right. Wakanda Forever just didn't seem realistic. Namor's true power would have been making the perfect law.
We're getting canceled. We're getting
That's Bo. That's Bo.
That's Bow, bro.
That's Bo.
That was Bo.
He ain't
We're getting
saying
canceled,
nothing.
dog.
He ain't saying nothing
This is
right
a
now.
horrible idea.
It is going to get worse.
There's
that's-
already, because I know there's so many already jokes about Black Panther being realistic or unrealistic. Oh my god, this is gonna be all right.
All right,
Who's up next?
my turn, right?
Yeah. Whew.
I don't want to. Black Panther Wakanda Forever was so good because it was so realistic. Lupita Nyong'o plays a single mom whose son will grow up with no father.
God.
Oh, gosh, you son of a bitch.
3, 2, yell.
I know the other two didn't have the balls to make that joke, and I didn't.
Hell
either.
no.
I don't think that's funny, personally.
Bohead, what the?
No, mine are so much worse to Bodie.
Weird joke, Bodie. Weird
It is
joke.
so hard not to pre-screen these.
Weird joke, man. All right, am I next?
Yep.
This might be the one where I say I'm not reading this. At some point in the show, I feel like.
Your second one, yeah. This second one I wrote for you, yeah. It's
Yeah, you're not reading that one.
all right. Let me see. Oh God. All right. Black Panther. Jesus, so many Black Panther.
They're all going to be playing everything in Black Panther.
Black Panther Wakanda Forever was nice, but I think we must acknowledge the elephant in the room. The movie was clearly missing a very important person, a person that we loved and will miss seeing in the movies. And that person is any white actor as the hero. Yeah, that it was missing a colonizer. You're right.
Thought you were going to say Colin Farrell.
Yeah, who do y'all think wrote that?
David.
No, I didn't write that.
Never mind. They just skated the charges. All right, Bo, I think you're up.
All right. Let's see what we got in the tank here.
I just read the first line of the second.
Oh, what the It was recently reported that Hemsworth got Alzheimer's. Well, that certainly is bad news. At least you won't have to remember Thor: The Dark World.
Oh, no.
Josh, what the bro?
I didn't write that.
Oh, okay. You didn't write that one? Okay.
Hunter, shut the up.
I was like,
I was going to say, I got Hunter. I know that's Hunter.
I don't know.
oh, we're so getting canceled after this.
I don't even think we've gone
Minimum
bad
going
ones
to
yet.
hell.
Minimum going to hell. Oh, Hunter, you're back up after that up joke.
Well, let's see. Oh God, Josh.
Wait, what?
Yeah, ruined it.
Yeah, you can't tell Josh's joke now.
I'm not. I recently finished watching Andor. It was so good, especially the story arc in the prison. Although I did emphasize with Cassian, I don't see anything wrong with imprisoning minorities for nonviolent crimes. If it worked for Reagan, why wouldn't it work for the Emperor? Am I right?
Well, we all know David made that one.
Yeah, I was like, that's got to be David. If Ronald Reagan or Margaret
There's a
Thatcher,
Reagan joke.
Reagan or Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah, I was going to say, there's a Margaret Thatcher joke. You know where that came from every time.
That's 2 prison Andor jokes already. I was going to make one. That's funny.
I could not make it even appropriate enough for this podcast to make an Andor prison joke, so I just let it go.
All right. Who's up next? Is it you, Bodie?
Hey, no, I'm next.
David? Okay, good.
I'm reading both of yours, Josh. What the hell, bro? These aren't even jokes.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one because Josh.
You're just making me say dumb shit. This is just mean. All right, look, I'll read the second one first. So I'll read the first one. I don't know about y'all, but
Y'all quit snitching on Josh. Sorry.
Hold on. I don't know about y'all, but She-Hulk is better than the Hulk. Plus, I bet that thing be danging. It's not even a joke.
I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, that thing be thangin', huh, David?
David, that's gross, man.
Gross, dude.
All right, here we go.
We missed the whole point of the show, dude.
Ant-Man is so microscopic. Ant-Man is so microscopic it still has a bigger penis than me. While I was saying that, I thought of another Black Panther joke. Now that T'Challa Jr. has no dad, like someone else on this podcast, he should go becoming the next Black Panther and take up his real birthright, becoming an NFL draft prospect, baby.
Bro.
I'm just gonna say I do not feel bad about the jokes I'm gonna make Josh say today.
Yeah, that was 1,000% Josh. Oh, Cody, go ahead and log off, bud.
While I was saying that,
The transition.
They had nothing to do with each other. Oh, God. Woo.
oh man, David, I don't know why you would make me say that.
All right, Josh, you're up.
Let's get this over with.
Yeah, Josh, you're up.
For sake. I can't read, so I can't read these. Sorry. I wonder what the next love interest. I wonder what the next love interest of Nakia will be in the Black Panther. If I can get my wish, it will be a skinny white guy and with awful hair. Does anybody know if Pete Davidson wants to be in the MCU? That I'm cutting that out.
I feel like that was Bodie.
I just guessed Bohead.
Oh, that was definitely Bohead.
Oh yeah, 100%
It
me.
was 100% Bohead. Oh man. I should. I'm gonna redact. I'm gonna beep all out.
That would actually be funny as
All right.
back to you. Oh no, Bohead, sorry.
Bohead, yeah.
I really enjoyed watching Andor, but I got tired of needing subtitles.
That's. I feel like that's Bodie.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Hunter.
Oh, that's a good one.
Right, go ahead, Hunter.
Whew.
Oh, is it me? No, it's Hunter.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay, I know which one you're hung up on. You don't have to say the last two words.
Counterpoint, you do have to.
Well, I was actually gonna say one of yours, but now I can't. I gotta wait. All right. There has been a lot of discussion about who will be the villain in the sequel to the Batman. These movies are supposed to be darker and more realistic. If we want a more realistic New York villain, the answer is obvious. Puerto Ricans.
Bodie!
Bodie, was that you? This is off the rails. Oh my god.
All right, I'll read one.
All right, go ahead.
All right. In Black Panther, sure, you should have just hired Spaniards. We all know they excel at killing natives.
Damn.
God damn, Hunter.
That one was just brutally honest.
No question, Hunter. Oh man,
Boy Cortez
It's
would have had
not
Namor. Boy Cortez would have had Namor in a body bag.
Ryan Coogler knew that all of the battles between Namor's army and the Wakandans couldn't happen in water. All of that, god damn it, all of the actresses didn't want to turn into nappy-headed hoes.
That's a bowhead. That's a bowhead. 1,000%. Oh my.
Nappy-headed hoes being on this podcast is not what I expected. Oh, we're all getting canceled.
I just report the news, guys. I don't make it, okay?
Damn good joke, Bodie.
Oh God. Oh God.
That's the worst one that was wayward.
Yep. Okay, let me read another one.
I already read the first line of the next joke. I'm going to read. It's already about Black Panther again.
Okay. My favorite part about Batman was that a woman of color fell for the gothic white man, providing inspiration to millions. God damn it.
You have a brand.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
Josh, it seems like you're getting the type.
I hate it here. God, I knew it too. I knew it. I was like,
Josh, I know for a fact the ones for you get so much worse.
all right.
They do get worse.
You're up, Bo.
Here we go. Half of me really loved Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Side note, M'Baku, more like blow my back out.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I thought that joke was trending because you're half black.
Yeah,
I was just gonna leave it there, but then I couldn't leave the M'Baku joke out. But I already wrote a second joke, so I mean, whoever wrote that probably was thinking that.
I mean, so I'm told.
That's how I could see that going.
That's tough. M'Baku.
Go ahead.
That's the second time Bohead had to read a joke that's X name, more like Y name.
No, it's not the last
We're
time.
not original.
Not at all.
All right, who's up, Hunter?
Yeah. In Doctor Strange 2, they introduced the character America Chavez, but if you ask me, it's more like Mexico Chavez. I'm racist.
That's Josh.
Yeah, mine aren't subtle.
More like Mexico Chavez, right, Josh? Oh, God.
Read mine.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, David.
I didn't like all the casting choices in Wakanda Forever. I would have preferred a true beautiful warrior like Amy Adams as Black Panther.
I knew he was going to get it. The only reason I didn't make an Amy Adams joke is because I thought he was going to get at least 3 others.
Somebody's going to give it an 80 Adams joke. Oh, man.
Oh, man. I actually Googled the phrase Amy Adams jokes earlier, just so you know. All right. Here's an original thought that I came up with and nobody sent me. You know what I think the coolest part about being the Black Panther is? You get to go into the ancestral plane and talk to your ancestors. Sure, you used it to save the world. that. Let me get that gabagool recipe.
It's funny because you're Italian.
Shit, I don't know what that one would be.
We're just gonna let him slide. We can let him slide.
Bo had overwritten.
And just so you know, I have the recipe, so off.
No, that was not me.
Oh, David, license and spaghetti.
License but no spaghetti.
God damn it. All right. Have I mentioned I can't read? I just want to take this time and make sure we aren't forgetting the best superhero movie of the year, The Batman. Not because of the acting, not because of the score, but because of the wonderful interracial relationship of Zoe Kravitz's Catwoman and Robert Pattinson's Batman. You all know how much I love to see that in my movies. For f***ing sake.
Back to back.
I think Josh wrote that for himself.
I believe it.
Yeah, I think he
No
did.
way he gets two back to back like that.
Oh my god. You're up, Bodie. Or you're up, Bo. Yep.
Have y'all ever heard of the superhero Plastic Man? He's not very well known. He's got stretchy powers like Mr. Fantastic. Funny thing about him, he's a bit controversial because he tends to be a tad bit problematic in the comics. You know, touching Wonder Woman and Poison Ivy when he shouldn't, hiding in the women's locker room in the Hall of Justice, that kind of thing. But I don't agree. Matter of fact, I think makes him the perfect candidate to be the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns.
That was a fucking long setup.
I was gonna say, we took a long way home, but we got there.
He spent all that time and couldn't make two jokes.
I feel like that was David.
Tough. That's tough.
Oh man,
was that David?
Yeah,
like, no one else
David.
is bringing up Plastic Man.
Yeah.
All right, Hunter, you're up.
All right. Wakanda sat by and let colonization happen throughout history. So Black Panther proves our Lord and Savior Kanye West was right. Slavery was a choice.
I mean, what'd they do to stop it?
Choose to let it keep going.
Interesting
That wasn't
take,
me, by the way.
interesting take, Hunter. Interesting.
Yeah, wow, Hunter. I don't know. Yeah,
It happens.
to briefly think about that one, but I think you're wrong. David?
All right, let's see. I can see why Kazian left the ship. I can see why Kazian left the ship they stole during the heist. That didn't have neons, rims, or Andor decal on the back window.
That's tough. I'm
Was that
guessing.
Bodie? Was that you? It
Yeah,
did
I'm
have-
guessing Bodie's ass wrote that. Oh, they're cheesing in the back.
I don't care if they're funny to y'all. They're funny to me. All right. James Gunn has announced Warner Bros. Will have a new division focused on diversity. It'll be called Warner Brother.
I know who wrote that one.
Who?
Hey,
Dave,
I sent that to Bodie, but I stole that from Hunter. Hunter actually wrote that one.
Hunter, that's my favorite so far. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I told you it was good, Hunter.
Warner Brother. That's fucking great. Oh,
It's so
that's my
stupid.
favorite so far. Oh my god.
Title of the pod.
All right.
Yeah, Warner Brothers.
Warner Brother. Yeah. Oh man. Jesus. All right. Let me see. Do I even want to read that?
It's not if you want.
You know
Warner
what?
Brother.
All right. Jesus Christ. I've always loved movies with strong white women who really rev my engine. Just give me a milk mustache if Daisy Ridley makes her way to the MCU. Oh my god.
I know who it was, but I don't want to blow it for him. I think you guys probably know.
Fucking milk bus. That sounds like, I know that's David's, and that sounds like one he got from Bohead.
Bohead, yeah.
Definitely.
Hate it. Hate it here. All right, Bo.
After Black Adam, I heard The Rock wants people to call him by his real name, Dwayne Johnson. In the same manner, I want people to stop calling me Bohead and use my real name, the biracial facial.
That's a good one.
I feel like that was a David joke.
No, that wasn't me.
Bo, what do you mean by that?
But what? Hold on. What's going on at Boheads?
I'm screen capping that, dog. I'm screen capping that. Oh, that's good.
Bumper. Cito.
I just watched Black Panther Forever. I actually really enjoyed it. I can see why conservatives didn't like it, though. If a country of super geniuses with vibranium couldn't stop Mexicans from swimming across the border, what luck do we have? Hashtag build that wall.
Actually, that could have been anybody. That could have been anybody. I'm not even sure who wrote that.
That was me.
That's a good one. That's nice.
Why did they put that in the movie?
Let's see. Seeing Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel made me so excited for Captain Marvel 2. And seeing Brie Larson in that suit confirmed why I'm white with it. In fact, my dream is Brie Larson with Stormfront's political beliefs.
That has got to be Hunter. Like,
Yeah, that is a long way.
Very political to not be Hunter.
That has got to be Hunter. Oh, man.
No.
Gosh.
I hate you guys.
Let's hear this. This one's just me. After seeing Obi-Wan series, the sexual tension between Obi-Wan and Anakin is very obvious. I hope Disney explores this more and makes Anakin bisexual because representation matters.
All right.
I mean, I don't disagree. And if anybody's recording the pod, I don't disagree. I very much agree.
That's fair.
And if anybody's not reporting the pod, I don't agree. That's disgusting.
Oh, man. All right. Am I up? Let's see. Jesus fucking Christ. All right. If Marvel wants
another Black Panther joke.
If Marvel wants Black Panther 3 to be a success, they will attach a real director like J.J. Abrams to the project. That way, at the end of the movie, Shuri can look at the camera and say she is Shuri Skywalker. He already made my favorite Star Wars movie, so I know he won't let me down here.
I'm going to go... I want to go Hunter, but I think Bohead.
I just want to say mine have been the meanest.
Yours have been very mean. Yeah.
I got a couple more still sprinkled on the deck for people, so I know mine that they've not wanted to say.
I think I'm down to one joke, right?
Are we?
Yeah, I'm down to one too.
All right, we're coming up on the last round.
Yeah, I got my last joke. After watching Andor, I have to say that the Empire had it right, and the rebels and Cassian were terrorists. Hashtag Empire Lives Matter.
Hunter.
That was a Hunter joke.
Yeah, Hunter.
Hunter needed somebody else on the podcast to say that.
I definitely almost made an Empire Had It Right joke about Hunter.
I tried to workshop it. I couldn't get it right. Couldn't get that right. Yeah.
All right.
How is it back to me?
Butt job.
All right. You know, I don't get it. When Namor makes a city underwater, he's a hero. When George Bush does it, he hates black people.
We got a Hunter agree with George Bush and Kanye.
Well, I mean,
Jesus.
All right, I'm coming on to my last one.
Hey, yo.
Gross.
69.
I ain't gay, but I would let Cassie Andor sit on my face. That's not even a joke, Josh.
Damn, snitching like that.
Oh man, it was over for me as soon as he started. I ain't gay. All right, I'll read my last one here. I ain't gay. No, I'm kidding. That'd be funny. I understand all of the hate Namor had for the surface world, but he needs to learn to love again, just like I have learned to love large women, Sicilians, and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh, damn.
Hell yeah.
If there's any Sicilian fans on the of the podcast here, I want to make it clear right now that I didn't write that, and still you.
I wish I wrote that joke. Oh, man. All right.
All right, take us home, Josh.
I would have written that. I just want to make that clear. I would have written that. That's something. Well, not the.
Yeah, you're digging. Yep. Yeah.
Not the big women part. That's weird, but the other stuff.
All right. God. Back to my previous point. What has happened to Star Wars? Where are the Carrie Fishers, the Daisy Ridleys, the Felicity Joneses? What's with the Pedros Pascals and Diego Lunas? Let's bring back diversity. Oh my God.
That's true. I am tired of all the heroes looking the same.
For real.
A nice, fair-skinned brunette woman, would set it off, honestly.
All my jokes that y'all made me say were about white women.
He likes white women.
I would say we kind of all had
interracial couples. Oh my God.
Yeah, well, what's your problem, man? Everyone deserves to be
Boo,
happy.
get new material.
Oh, like mine weren't all about race.
You're racist. What do you want us to do?
You knew this was a
you
setup
even
for you.
said it, dude. Like in the joke.
You knew this was a setup for you from the beginning.
All right.
This whole show was about you, basically.
Yeah, I know.
All right,
I'll see you motherfuckers in Pelican Bay.
Oh.
I think that was it, right?
No, Bo's got one left.
Oh, no, they only
David's lazy ass only made one joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, my fault.
All right, well.
Oh, here, hold on, joke. Bo, never mind. So, guys, that's our time tonight. I made a bad speaker.
Help. I had another joke I was going to say that I couldn't decide if I wanted to leave in, but I forgot it now. So, oh well. I'm pretty sure
I had a couple of really horrible ones I had to go take back out.
I like
Same.
Bodhi. I like when you said that Black Panther's realistic because Lupita Nyong'o's son has no father. That was an interesting take. Interesting.
I also like when Bodhi said that none of the women from Wakanda wanted to get in the water, so they didn't turn into nappy-headed hoes.
I also like that Bodhi said that
What are we
since Lupita Nyong'o's son has no dad, he should not be the Black Panther. He should be an NFL prospect.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, I'm looking out for them. What makes more money?
First about New Orleans.
I can't
That's all the
believe
time.
David said he liked Brie Larson. That was my biggest shock.
And Amy Adams.
Yeah.
That's all the time we have for today, folks. Bodhi, where can people find you and your T'Challa tweets at?
I think I'd prefer that you don't this week. If you guys want to check back in a couple of weeks when the heat has died down, I will gladly give out that handle. But let's take some time to cool off and think about it.
Fair point. David, where can people find you at?
You can find me at Sir.
He it up.
At Hunter's handle. You can find me at a Hunter's handle.
I was gonna give it out, but I won't do that, Tim. You can find me at David the Doggo 44.
All right. Thanks for coming on to the show, Mr. Bohead
Well,
Knox. Give the people what they want. Where can they find you at?
You can find me at the Fan War Pod. Also on at Only Yams again at Kyle Lowry 7. Still there. Subscription
What about
goes
Only
$5.99
Toes?
a month.
Can we quit talking about toes?
And bignaturaltoast.net. My bad.
Oh, that's what it was.
What was your promo code for that, Bodie?
Toes.
Promo code Bodie.
Nice, original. Last but certainly not least, Mr. Hunter Holmes, where can people find you at?
You can find me on Twitter at Cody S. Williams and the Fan Wars Pod.
I know you had to look that up.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at the great Josh B. Send your comments, questions, concerns to the aforementioned at the Fan Wars Pod. These were all just jokes, people. All in good fun. Please don't attack us.
Except Hunters.
Except Hunters. Yeah.
Come on, guys. We got to celebrate our differences.
Oh, hey, just real quick, guys. People listening at home, if you have the equipment to do this, for the 69th show in a row, I forgot to make my voice sound cool and deep. So if you can turn it down a few octaves, it would really help my brand.
Also, if you could brighten up Josh's face, he looks pretty dark.
All right. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Thanks for tuning in to episode 69 of the Fan Wars podcast, and we will see you guys in a couple weeks.